What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Cantina Jargon. Sorry for the delayed start. We had some technical difficulties, but we're up and running with Caden from Cantina Talk, of course. We're back.
Yeah, episode 50. That's over almost 2 years now.
This is the 50th anniversary of our episode.
Yeah, and I'm on my phone, so
yeah, I know. But we can see you clearly, we can hear you, so I think it's all good. Yeah, man, there's so much has happened in the past. Obviously, before our last stream, we didn't have Celebration hadn't happened. We didn't have Andor didn't start, and then we got all these awesome. We got a really cool trailer, the Predator trailer, the other day. Yeah, so kind of a lot of stuff has come out, stuff that we would typically talk about, and that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna chat about it, but I don't even know where to begin. Oh, hold on, real quick, in case this person disappears. When is episode 2 of Heir to the Empire? That would drop tomorrow. I finished it last night. That would drop tomorrow morning, so come back for that. But I'm not gonna be showing any of that today on this stream, but you're welcome to ask questions about it too. But we're gonna talk about Star Wars Celebration and movies that are coming out and stuff like that. So
I'm excited for it. I caught your interview with Morgan earlier today, and
yeah.
So are you gonna release episode 1 and 2 together now as one big one, or are you just doing episode 2 separately?
Yeah, it's going to be all together, one big one. That's the way I've edited it. It's kind of the way I really envisioned it initially, is like a 20-minute episode. So it's running close to 20 minutes, and I'm pretty satisfied with it. So it'll be all one thing. I don't think I'm going to take down the other one, but I might retitle it so that it's kind of more of just like a teaser or something like that, you know?
Sweet.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm excited for everyone to see it. Even you haven't seen a lot of it, so...
I've seen what the Patreon sees. That's about it.
Yeah, it's there's some surprises and there's some stuff that I'm pretty proud of. So we'll see. What everyone else thinks.
I'm very keen to see what you did.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see. I've got to put together a thumbnail and get it all ready to go, but it's going to be posted tomorrow for sure.
Speaking of stuff tomorrow, the other show I do, Comic Talk, we interviewed John Nania, world-renowned stunt double, stuntman, and that releases tomorrow as well. Sometime tomorrow. I don't know when exactly it'll be coming out, but tomorrow that full interview will be coming out. It's around 2.5 hours long. And I did something a little different for the beginning of it. I tried making it almost like how I do my shorts. So just to test the waters a little bit. So it's going to be a very interesting podcast, and I don't really know if anyone else has done it before. So that's something going on too tomorrow.
I'm really excited for your interview. You showed me a clip from it, which was very cool. I won't spoil anything because I'd rather people watch it on their own. Yeah, that's really cool. You guys got that interview. Awesome stuntman. You've posted shorts of him before.
Yeah.
And
before I got to interview him, yeah.
Right, before you even got the interview, right? Yeah, which is really, really cool, man. That's an awesome poll. Excited for that on your channel for sure.
Also cool. I found out he's from like an hour and a half away from where I live.
Really?
He's from the same state as me. So that's cool. He comes, I'm gonna buy him dinner and thank him again for coming on.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, that's really cool. It's good to start making those kind of relationships too, you know, because then you might get a bigger interview in the future with an actor or something, you know, you never know. So this is like it opens the door for things to come.
For sure. I mean, I'm excited because honestly, like for us, I'm hoping that it'll help us. I mean, I don't know about you, but I would love to interview some people about Jurassic World Rebirth, Predator Badlands, you name it, the Ahsoka season 2, hoping it'll just help out as well.
Oh, that'd be amazing. I mean, there's so much stuff around the corner now this year and then into next year that we're like, dude, it's going to be, especially like for science fiction fans, it's just, we are eating really good. Like, let me even try and like name all the things that are coming. Like, because Clark's like, right now movies are kind of meh. And I kind of agree, but like, the end is near for like the dullness in the theater.
Yeah,
and it all starts with like Superman. I feel like.
Yeah, like I mean, honestly, it might even change with Thunderbolts a little bit. But like I feel
True.
like now we're starting to get to the end of that, like the shit show that was the last couple of years.
With the writing strike and
Yeah.
and COVID and all that. Yeah, it was just been a nightmare a little bit.
Yeah, and honestly, like there's a show coming out in June called Ironheart from Marvel, and that's like the last show that they did with stuff like they filmed it almost 4 years ago now. So that's
Right.
like the last of like the bad stuff coming out. But then like everything coming out this year and next year is all like new stuff. So it's gonna be interesting to see the difference.
Yeah. Oh no, I totally agree. I mean, the funny thing is like Predator Badlands, I didn't even know that was coming out until like a month ago when they started talking about it at CinemaCon, and I'm like, oh, we're getting another Predator movie from the same dude who did Prey. Like that's gonna be pretty solid. And then obviously the trailer just blew me away.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is the kind of Predator movie people have been asking for like years.
this is what I thought the Predator was going to be when it
Oh,
was
the Olivia Munn and Keegan Michael Key one or whatever.
yeah, Shane Black directed it. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know who directed it, but I've seen that one and that movie with the little kid in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like Shane Black co-wrote the first movie, the first Predator movie. And he was also like in the movie. But the studio made him redo half of the Predator, so that's why it's as bad as it is, because they came in and just ruined everything. Halfway through production. So
yeah, that's a tough movie, man.
I was done with the franchise after that.
I've seen that movie more than once, which is crazy, but it's a tough one. I don't know. It is what it is. It's not like I won't watch a bad movie here and there. I watched X-Men Apocalypse the other night. That movie's not great, but
it's not great, but it's not. I mean, I feel like we've had worse movies come out since.
Oh, yeah. Like, 100% we've had worse movies from Marvel, for sure. But I don't think the movie's great, but it's kind of like, it's kind of fun here and there,
It tried.
Right.
Like, it definitely tried, but
right.
I don't know. Dark Phoenix definitely is worse.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess that whole that cast gets progressively like worse, it seems, but
fortunately.
I don't know.
But
unfortunately. But let's talk about let's talk about Predator, I guess, since we're talking about it a little bit. So we get obviously a Weyland-Yutani droid is in. I thought it was like, how the hell is a human on this planet? And then like, okay, you sent me the picture of like the eyelids, the Weyland-Yutani eyelids, which is exactly the same as Alien Romulus when the droid rolls his eyes back. So are we getting it? Are we getting Alien versus Predator? Are they setting it up?
They definitely have to be setting it up. Like, I guarantee too. Like, from everything that the director has said, like that's almost like that's what he wants to lead towards, but he's not like confirming it. Especially too. I don't know. I don't think I can pull it up, but I sent you that quote about how like if they're going to do an Alien versus Predator movie, they're not going to market it as that at all, and you're never going to know that until when you watch the movie, and you're like, oh shit, this is an Alien versus Predator.
Yeah. I mean, that would be so hype though if you're in the theater and you're like, what the fuck? Like, dude, actually a really good example of that is Prometheus. Like, I didn't know Prometheus was an Alien prequel. I just kind of watched it because I'm like, oh, cool, a space like movie. They're going to a different planet, blah blah. The trailers did not give away that it was a xenomorph movie.
Yeah, I watched like almost like a 4-hour video of like breaking down the entire like Alien timeline, and I was kind of just like, I don't remember Prometheus ever like you said, like I don't remember that ever feeling like an Alien movie. Like it never, like when that was coming out, I never remember hearing anything about that.
Right, and I didn't, all I saw was a few TV trailers, and I'm like, space movie, I'm in. That was like kind of at the time, sci-fi movies were a little more rare. You weren't getting a bunch of stuff like that, so I'm like, you know what, this looks like it's well done. It's Ridley Scott. I'm gonna go see it. I was like almost halfway into the movie by the time I'm like, is this an Alien movie? And then like at the end, the xenomorph pops up and you're like, oh, okay, this is like a prequel. I didn't know anything about it, which it honestly made it that I really enjoy Prometheus. And I know a lot of people who were expecting certain things from the Alien franchise are disappointed in it. But I guess going in with no expectations actually like helped me there. So I'll take it.
Oh, so yeah, when Prey came out, like I showed my wife, like we watched it together, and I was kind of just like, it's a Predator movie, but it's like, I don't know continuity wise where this fits in. I'm just gonna watch it to have fun. when I ended the movie, like, damn, I need a sequel, like, now.
Yeah.
Fun.
Prey was really good. Really like blew away my expectations because I'm like, straight to Hulu movie. Like, this is probably not going to be that good, you know?
Like, oh, this would be terrible.
And by the end, I'm like, damn, this should have been in theaters. Like, that would have been sick.
I wish I got some popcorn and was able to sit in, like, the Dream Lounger seats. Got to, like, relax a little bit.
Right. That was my thought. So I, yeah, that's one of those things where I'm like, it would have been so awesome if it was in theaters, but it is what it is. Badlands is going to be in theaters. I'm definitely going to see it. I'm going to support this franchise because I really like Romulus. I really like Prey, and I want them to do this. I want this to come together, and I think it'd be really, really fun.
I'll say too, like, the fact that we're getting 2 Predator movies this year is, like, I don't know.
Well, the other one's like isn't it like an anthology kind of series or something like that?
Yeah, like that animated, I think it was like something Killers, but like the fact that, like, that's even, like, the fact that we're getting 2 things in the Predator franchise this year is kind of just like, where has this been? Like, we've definitely been missing.
I mean, that's one of the, honestly, you know, we shit on Disney all the time, but like, I mean, I will say this about them: when they acquired Fox, like, they're gonna use the IPs. They're not gonna let them sit on a shelf and die. Now they may kill the IP by writing horrible stories, like, from time to time, but with something, I think they found people that love the franchise to work on this franchise, and that's what's helped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're committed to it. Like, I always blank on the guy's name who directed Prey and is directing Badlands. What's
Dan
his name?
Trachtenberg.
Trachtenberg, yeah. He produced the animated show too, so he's involved in all of it, which is good.
And he even said too, like, when he first got the idea of Prey, he was playing one of the Assassin's Creed games, and he was like, this would be amazing for, like, a Predator being in this time, like, in this timeline, and that's how he came up with Prey. He's just playing Assassin's Creed. Like, that's just, I don't know. Like, this is the right person to be helming this franchise currently.
Yeah. Well, I agree completely, and I actually think Alvarez is really good for Alien too. Yeah. I am kind of curious about this Alien Earth show coming out. It looks like it could be kind of interesting, but I wonder if it's going to tie into all of it.
I do too. I'm kind of curious to, like, see, like, also too, like, I feel like it's going to be canon in some way, but, like, where's it going to fit into the timeline?
Right. Like, the aliens are not supposed to be on Earth at all during, before Alien or Aliens. So yeah, it's kind of interesting, but we'll see. I mean, I'm definitely going to check it out because it looks pretty sick, to be honest with you. So
yeah, it's weird, like, being excited for Predator and Alien movies coming out, especially since, like, we haven't had them hardly really at all.
Yeah.
And, like, there's definitely been some, like, controversy with this movie, and it doesn't really make sense either. But we've also learned more from the director too about this movie and the main Predator in this movie as well.
Yeah, so there's a comment in here from File 13. I think this is about Predator, obviously. One of the biggest issues I see is that fans who understand the lore understood the trailer. Those who are cinematic fans were slightly confused. So, yeah, and Predator has a really rich lore that I don't think a lot of people understand because there's comics and everything like that. There was so much, like, backlash, like, oh, it's a female Predator, blah, blah. It's not a female Predator.
Yeah,
it's a young male, which are historically smaller than the females. It's like, okay, I mean, people, just relax, go watch the movie and you'll probably enjoy it. So
as well too, like, that like, this movie is more of, like, from what the director has said, like, this is, like, Deck is a young Predator in the Ultra species, and he's on Death Planet Kalisk, trying to prove himself to his father, which is that Predator with the white dreads with the Rebel Moon looking lightsaber.
Sure.
Like, that's his father, and he's trying to prove himself and to his clan. And him and Ellie Fanning's character, the Wayland, like, they, in a way, they're gonna be working together, but more, like, we're gonna be getting told the story through her mouth, but we're watching him.
Right. That's what it seems like. She's there for the slightly human component of it, but obviously
Yeah.
she's not even human.
She's also
And
apparently.
yeah.
So how that works, I have no clue.
Interesting. Okay. Well,
yeah.
I'm excited for it. I watched the trailer. I'm like, damn, this is like what a lot of people wanted from Predator for a long time, and we're getting it. And anybody that's trying to be like, oh, this is just bullshit, blah blah.
It's
One,
woke, whole 9 yards.
Yeah, woke. They don't fucking understand Predator at all. Then, two, they haven't seen shit. They saw a 1 minute, a minute and a half trailer. So get out of here. Come on, ridiculous.
I mean, same thing too. Like yeah, his face looks weird. Yeah, he's young. Like his face is not going to be like big brutish and like caved in like how in Predator 1 and Predator 2 was. Those are way more experienced predators. This is the runt of the litter, so to speak, trying to prove himself to his clan. It's honestly like I feel like this would have worked really well in the setting of Predators as well.
Yeah, it would have. File 13 says he's also short. They're low 7 feet tall. It doesn't say whether he's bad blood or young blood. Yeah, so there's obviously questions out there that we'll learn the answers to. But he's the runt, like you said. So there's definitely some development there. And obviously when we see the other unmasked predators and Predator 1 and Predator 2 or whatever, they have these huge faces that really expand. His is a little smaller, which we can see in the trailer alone. And you can come to a conclusion at that point. You don't need to like, what the fuck? It's a female.
I think people getting upset, like, why does he have dreads? Have you watched any Predator movie ever? Like, they don't have a special term for them. They just have dreads. That's been in since the 80s. I know.
Some people be mad because like they're on top of his head instead of on the side of his head. Like, look, he's young. Like maybe it changes over time. Like I don't. Jeez.
To me, he looks like a young Predator Viking. That's like
literally. That's what I see too. So I hope he masks up at some point, though. I love the Predator mask. Yeah.
Without a doubt, he's going to. I mean, I feel like that shot of him pulling up the mask in the trailer is after he has done something to get to earn it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Mandalorian fan channel says, do you think the actual villain in Badlands is the Predator that can be seen killing another Predator in the teaser? I think that's his father, right?
That's his father, but I don't know. His father also could be like an antagonist type for the movie.
Yeah, I mean, especially if it's the runt of his family, and he's like, you know what I mean? In Predator, there's like a very much a warrior like hierarchy, and I could see something like that'd be interesting for sure.
I mean, just look at like Alien versus Predator, especially like with Wolf as well. Like, there's different types within, like you said, like the elders are the highest in the clan. And that very well could be what his father is. So, yeah, people just need to give some time. We got a minute and a half trailer with hardly any dialogue. We got more dialogue in this than the Superman trailer. So, like, give it some time.
IDK, hello, what's up? I would suggest read Prey and Hunter's Planet. There you go.
I'm going to, before this movie comes out, I'm going to fully immerse myself. I'm going to be ordering all of the comics and going
load up on them.
Before we get off the Predator topic, I wanted just to ask, what is, from all the movies we've gotten, what's your list? Like 10 being like the worst and 1 being like the best in terms of like your ranking for the movies.
All Predator movies?
Yeah. AVP can count like AVP along the
like I do not, I saw AVP like once when I was like, probably like 15, maybe younger. I don't know. And I was like, I'm not really sure I'm getting this.
I was 11 and I felt the same way. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because I'm still like, my favorites are Predator, obviously the original with Arnold, and Predator 2. They're in LA, right? In Predator 2. That one is fun.
Predator 2, I'm gonna get hate for this, is my favorite Predator movie.
Yeah.
I watched Lethal Weapon beforehand. So when I watched that, I'm like, oh, this is fucking awesome. Like this is right up my alley.
Yeah, I actually really like the city setting, and obviously I'm a sucker for like 1980s and 90s stuff. So it's like it perfectly falls into like that Like it's very much a time capsule, and I love it for that
Yeah.
reason. Although Prey is like right there with it for me, to be honest with you, because it's like Prey is like a visual
That's fair.
like feast, man. You're just like watching it, and it's just like beautiful. You know what I mean? So I don't really know. I mean, beyond that, honestly, most everything made for the Predator franchise beyond that, I've kind of like seen once and like never again. Besides, I know we talked about the Predator or whatever, the the remake or whatever. I don't even know what you call it, like a reboot.
Yeah, almost. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Shane Black had this story, and this was originally, I guess, like originally, the Predator was going to be like, in a way, kind of like the sequel to the first movie, but not. Because they kept trying to get Arnold to come back, and he was like, no, as Dutch.
Yeah,
I guess he won't come back unless like he's the main character, which makes sense. But yeah, they were trying to do so many different things, and like from the videos of watching it, like Shane Black had a good idea, but the studio just ripped it apart.
the studio did. Yeah, well, and that's fine. Like I said, I've actually seen that one. I've seen that one more than once. And mostly just because it's on TV, and I'm like, oh, I guess I'll watch this. I don't know. It's not like I'm really enjoying that one either, but I don't know what I mean. So you're 2 is first, and then what 1 is second, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Predator 2 in 1, and then the first Predator in second place, Predators in 3. I'm gonna say Prey in 4. I'm gonna say
Oh yeah, Predators. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
I love Predators. I love Walton Goggins in that movie too.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Adrian Brody. I'm a sucker for Adrian Brody. Anything he's in it, I'll go to the theaters to see him. And then I'm probably gonna put Predator 2, Predator 1, Predators. I'm gonna say Prey, and then maybe AVP and Requiem, and then the Predator. I don't know.
I don't think I've ever seen Requiem, which is crazy.
I don't think you have to.
I believe that from what I've heard. So,
but yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see where this is gonna fall on that list. And honestly, I can already feel like this is gonna be like top 5 Predator movies.
Oh, I think it's like I said, I'm really like those 3. I do like Predators. I just haven't seen it in a while either. But those like top 3, 1, 2, and Prey. And I think this is going to land right there with them. Just based on the trailer alone. I'm like, holy shit, that looks so awesome. So
yeah, I posted a comment on the trailer reaction. I'm like, oh, this like one of the first shots was like inside of like the Predator ship. I'm like, oh, instantly I'm like, oh, Predator 2 ending, sick. And I commented, I'm like, I'm getting huge Predator 2 fans in this, love it. And I got flamed in the comments on their reaction on their trailer to it. I was just like, all right, I'm whatever. I guess I'm in the minority with that.
I think it looks good, and I think that Predator fans in general are excited for this type of movie. So,
agreed.
Their nerve endings. Ooh, wow. Okay, this is good. He's like an expert of Predator. Amazing. If Alien Earth is based on Alien Earth War, I've heard this too, but I think the timeline doesn't work out. So, I mean, it might be loosely based, but I don't think the timeline works out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more excited just to see like where's it gonna go from here.
Yeah,
because you can't really go down from here. In my at least I think anyway.
If that's his father, then based on the comic book, he is a legend. Okay. Right on. That's so cool. Wish they would make a Predator Badlands free roam video game that lets you explore and survive the Badlands. Oh, dude, that'd be so sick. You're just mobbing different monsters and creatures. Like, oh my god, that'd be so fun.
I will say one of the most fun times I've had playing a video game, playing Ghost Recon Wildlands. So they had a Predator DLC in it where you got to kill a Predator. And it took forever, but it was such like a fun experience and fun time doing it. That was like right before the Predator came out, so I was like on an all-time high for it. Yeah, a Badlands open world game would be insane.
Oh, it'd be amazing. Yeah, be all for it. Tony says Predator 2 was good. Yeah, Predator 2 is good. I like Predator 2. Alien is the GOAT, though. What are your thoughts? Okay, Predator 1 or Alien?
I'm gonna say Predator 1.
Okay, I'm gonna say Alien. So I know if the AVP movie happens, we'll know who we're rooting for. So
Yeah, I'm gonna be Yautja all day long. I don't know, just I don't know, like maybe because the Xenomorphs creep me the fuck out. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I prefer Predator.
oh, that's fair, man. I think Alien as a film is a ridiculous achievement. Up there. I'm not even gonna lie, up there with Star Wars in terms of just like visual effects and
Oh
pushing,
yeah,
pushing the envelope. Predator though too, when he goes into the camouflage, and I mean, what year was that? 1980.
7.
I was thinking, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess probably 87 was the second one, right? No, I might be wrong. Or the second one came out in the 90s.
I think it was 1987 was the first movie, and then
Okay.
Predator 2, I believe, was 90, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I think you're right. Yeah. Still 87, like the camouflage, all that. I mean, it's super ahead of its time. Also,
honestly, I would say the camouflage, like, and how they did it, it looks better than how the speeders looked in Return of the Jedi.
Oh, dude, the speeders from Return of the Jedi look horrible.
And that's only a 5-year difference too. So
yeah, right.
Yeah, they got it down.
Yeah. He's suggesting books. So honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I knew about a lot of Predator comics, even like the AVP comics and stuff like that, but I never knew there were like these are novels, huh? Like you can full on read Predator novels.
I didn't know there was novels either.
Spent most of my teens reading anything Predator. Very cool.
Oh yeah. So yeah, they were releasing them in the releasing them along with the first movie up through the 90s.
Wow. Okay, I did not know that. That's really interesting. Very cool. Yeah, it's like one of those things. Like if I guess if they can really get this IP off the ground, there's so much more they can do with it. Did you know that Netflix made a Alien versus Predator anime? It's fully finished. This whole thing it's fully finished. It's been shelved.
Really?
Yes, thing was totally done, ready to go. And it's been shelved. I don't know if it had to do with the Fox buyout. I really don't know the reason behind it.
Probably did, just because it's like the Netflix Marvel shows. Same thing happened with them.
Yeah, like, it probably has to do with it. I don't know the exact reason, but Alien versus Predator, there was a full-on anime, which I would have watched that shit all day long. I watched the Terminator anime, which is great. Yeah,
especially after that guy that did the I don't even know, was it? I remember you sent me the video before. I don't know if it was AI or if it was hand animated, but that Predator short, or not Predator, the Alien short.
Yeah, the Alien short that was hand animated by Ota King, OTA King. If you guys haven't seen his Alien fan film, it's fucking crazy. He took I think 6 years to make it, and it's like 12 minutes long. Amazing, so good. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, watch OTA King's Alien fan film and watch his TIE Fighter short, because the TIE Fighter short is legendary. If you have, and everyone's seen it. Everyone who's in this chat has probably seen it. If you haven't, you're doing seriously something wrong. Why do you even
go do that?
Yeah, why do you even watch us at this point if you haven't seen the TIE Fighter short? It's incredible. Oh man, here we go. We got some Predator Aliens. Obviously, fantastic.
Honestly, I'm probably in the minority here. Alien 3 really bugged me the wrong way.
Alien 3? I don't like Alien 3 at all.
I don't like it at all either. When I watched it when I was younger, I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like this, they could have went so many different ways with it, but this is the route they took.
I just hate that that they killed off the little girl and the guy that was with her at the end of Aliens. It's like, what?
It off screen too. Like
right. They're just like, oh, they're dead, by the way, and like now you're just thrown back into the wolves. I mean, I don't like Alien 3 at all, but I know that there was a lot of production issues with it. It's Fincher, right?
Yeah, I don't even like the fact that like they cloned Ripley so many times.
Yeah,
it's just
Have you seen like some of the behind the scenes stuff on that? Like Fincher was pissed at the studio. They really took over a lot of that production.
I'm honestly not surprised.
Yeah.
I feel like David Fincher gets fucked with a lot.
Yeah, he did not get the movie he wanted, which is a bummer, but also the fans did not get the movie they wanted. So I like Alien. I like Aliens. I actually like the original the best, just because I think it has more of a sci-fi vibe, whereas Aliens is clearly an action movie, like an 80s action movie. But they're both cool in their own way.
And it's probably not going to make sense, but in a weird way, Aliens feels more like Battlestar Galactica to me. Or feels like in a closer vein.
That's actually, yeah. I do love Battlestar too, like the remake. Obviously, I haven't seen the 70s one ever, but the Katie Sackhoff one is great. Yeah. Love it. Oh man. AVP will happen. Hopefully they show how Wayland extract black goo from the Xenos to make a steroid. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Clearly the black goo is still part of this whole story, which was obviously part of Covenant and Prometheus, and Michael they Fassbender. It was in Romulus. So if Fassbender returned, that'd be cool too.
Do you think there's a way for David to return? Like,
I do, because at the end of Covenant, he's like making all these like abominations like on this planet. So
yeah, I mean, like essentially, like I don't know, like his perfect specimen is the Xenomorph.
True. But it seems like he's still trying to like perfect it even more. I don't know. He's like very obsessed with this whole entire, genealogy and how to manipulate it and stuff like that. It's really interesting.
Yeah, his character took like a really weird turn, but it wasn't a bad turn.
I agree completely. Hey, that's where the interview will be, right?
Yeah, I have a Nightbot set up for my chats for when we do the other show, and I've off.
No, you're good. I'm letting it go, man. I'm gonna show everyone here. Fuck Alien 3, agreed. The girl in AVP was probably pulled of the original Prey book. She ended up getting ranked in her clan. It's a great 3-part story. Right on.
I did not know that.
Terminator 0 is awesome. I agree. Really liked it, but they're not bringing out that anime, the AVP one. It's never going to happen.
Someone needs to start like the release the Snyder cut, but with that, I want to see that.
The Aliens 3 audio drama is dope. Never heard it. Fincher hates Alien 3. Yeah, I don't think he at all thinks like the movie that we got is the movie he wanted in any capacity.
It's a shame.
Yeah, I think they screwed at the edit too. But
wouldn't be surprised.
Right. Should we talk about Jurassic? Because I'm like, that's like one of my most hyped movies of the year for me personally. I especially in like, we're obviously getting a bunch of superhero stuff towards the end of the year. We're gonna get Fantastic Four, we're gonna get Superman, we're gonna get this Thunderbolts movie here in a week or two, whenever that
comes. 3-4 days, Thursday.
3-4 days, okay. And like, I like the Marvel stuff, and I really am excited for James Gunn's DC, but like, Jurassic is something that like, it's just, that is like, I watched Jurassic Park and Lost World and Jurassic 3 so much as a child that it's like,
my Jurassic 3 DVD, we had to re-buy them multiple times. I watched JP3 over and over and over. I love JP3 so much.
I just watched all 3 of them, the Jurassic Parks, because I'm still a broken ankle and I'm just sitting here watching movies all day. I just watched all 3 of them like a week ago, and JP3 it was like criminally overhated in my opinion. The return of Alan Grant was great. And I like the way they handled the second island. Like, I really do.
I do. JP3, I think, is criminally overhated, and JP2 is criminally underrated.
JP2, I have a very much a soft spot for, because it's one of my first like theater going experiences as a child. Cool. And I was so excited because it was a dinosaur movie and everything like that. So I have a soft spot for it. But I get why people dislike certain aspects of it. I'll say that much. But it's still Spielberg, and I still love it at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I would say like, this, but a lot of people don't. I've been in preparation for Rebirth. I've been showing my wife all of the Jurassic Park movies and World movies. And last night we just finished Fallen Kingdom, and
Okay.
I had her rank them, and she was like, I think Jurassic Park 3 is like my first favorite, but she's like, there's something about the originals, like the sequels are good, but there's something about the originals that's like you can't. It's a different era.
Yeah. I think that's exactly it. It's a different era. It's like no different than Star Wars, right? Like there's this magic in like the original like 6 that George Lucas did that hasn't quite been recaptured, in my opinion. With Jurassic World, I did like the initial Jurassic World. I thought it really stayed true to like the essence of J Park. But man, Fallen Kingdom and Dominion went so far off the rails. I'm like, I don't know if I enjoyed that at all, honestly, when I sat through. I've only seen each one once, and it was both in the theater, and I just kind of.
Yeah, I when we were watching Fallen Kingdom last night, after we finished it, I'm like, it wasn't bad, but they really didn't do anything either. Like it wasn't terrible.
It
really
doesn't do anything. It's like, oh, cloning exists for humans, number one, and two, we can now manipulate these the DNA and all that stuff to build a dinosaur we want that can hunt for us, and they'll listen to our commands and blah blah. It's like, what? Like, I don't care. I don't care.
To me, like that part of it makes sense because Vincent D'Onofrio's character in the first Jurassic World, that was
sure
was to weaponize the raptors.
Sure,
and
sure.
he made the deal with Henry Wu to get him off the island to do that. So, like, to me, like that make for what they were going for story wise, that makes sense, but it wasn't executed right. The fact that the Endoraptor hung upside down on a roof to open up the door to Maisie's room, I don't know. That was just kind of just like, okay, what the fuck's going on here?
Dude, I guess that's the thing. Like, yes, you're right. They did lead off with that storyline kind of being there in Jurassic World. And I guess I just didn't like that became like the main focus. It just felt so much like off the rails from like the original vision of Jurassic Park, which is a, playing God. Like it's a story about like what would happen, what could go wrong with playing God and evolution and stuff like that. So
Ian literally says that at the end of
right.
Like, this is what happens when you play God.
Right. But it's like, okay, it's all about, I don't know. It's just crazy.
Yeah. It's yeah, I know. We're gonna watch Dominion tonight, and I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not excited to revisit the whole Locust subplot.
Oh, gosh, my favorite thing about Dominion obviously is that the main cast is back together. Yeah. And I do like the idea that there's this place where they've like a sanctuary for the dinosaurs now and stuff like that. Like that actually makes some sense to me, but like the underground of like people trading raptors, like I'm sorry, that's just not feasible. Like you can't transport these things. Come on.
No,
it's like crazy.
Like yeah, that the whole Malta ship never like yeah.
It's crazy, man. But Rebirth, honestly, it's Gareth Edwards who he does a great job, and his visuals are amazing. And I think he can do a lot on a low budget, and it's got some charm to it, man. I don't know, like I've only seen the one trailer. He says controversial take, Jurassic Goji fan 1993. The 90s humor is a nice throwback. I kind of agree.
Yeah.
Like J Park 1 and 2 and 3 they do have like those moments where you're just kind of like, oh, this is silly, but it's fun.
I love Chris Pratt, but definitely I feel like the first Jurassic World and the second one also fell victim to like him trying to be too funny. Like inadvertently like having to throw in multiple sex jokes. Like I don't know, it just didn't feel needed.
Yeah. Well, I think there's better ways to do it, right? Like when we see it's like the kids in Jurassic Park 1, like and Lexi's like, are these metasauruses? Like she doesn't know, but she's a kid, and that's like funny to us, obviously. But and then the freaking thing sneezes on her. I love that part. Like I absolutely love it.
GP3 like T-Rex. This is T-Rex urine.
Yeah, the urine. Yeah.
As he's like eating the Crunch Bar, like you don't want to know.
Yeah.
Like
we lost the camera.
There's just something about them. Like
yeah.
And
it was like that 90s. There's just like, you know, there's this feel good like 90s humor aspect to it that we just don't really get we don't get it much anymore. We get it a little bit in like Marvel and stuff, but I mean, maybe they've gone a little off the rails with it.
Marvel humor though. Like, it's
yeah.
Not... I know. This is full of like your mom jokes.
I know, right? Well, we got that in Last Jedi, and I'm like, what the is this? Like, this is not flow with whatever Star Wars is trying to be. But do you think Rebirth will be good? I am cautiously in. I'm cautiously in because I've been burned before on Jurassic, but I'm really like, I hope it's a return to form. That's what they're kind of pitching it as, and they're doing the river sequence from the book.
Yeah,
I have the books. Well, the first two, at least the Michael Crichton books right there. We got Jurassic Park and Lost World, and the books are awesome.
They're being delivered, by the way. I have them ordered. They're out for delivery, I think, today, actually.
Oh, yeah. Great books, man. Have you never read them?
I haven't read them. I've watched videos of them, like, breaking down the entire books and then, like, what the difference is between the books and the movies and where, like, they went different. And that was part of, like, where I had a theory that I wanted to talk about in this for Rebirth. With one of the characters, but honestly, did you see the behind the scenes featurette from Rebirth that they released?
I saw a little bit of it because I know I saw the one where they were like talking about the river sequence and all that stuff that they had wanted to do that, and I don't know, I don't remember seeing much more than that though.
I say like just from the care that they're bringing into that, it already feels different, and also to the fact that like they filmed it on location.
Yeah. Well, that's like, Gareth for you. I mean, that's what he does.
That's Gareth. Like, it feels like Jurassic Park. It doesn't feel like Jurassic World. It feels like Jurassic Park.
Mm-hmm. I tend to agree. It feels like that's where they're headed with it. I'm not sure about this mutant dinosaur type of thing, but
the T-Rex.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have to think like, okay, if you're experimenting with DNA and cloning and all that stuff, like it's not going to be perfect the first time you do it. You're not going to get it right every time. It's going to be trial and error, so it's possible that they made some abominations in there, which would be
I also think this could be Site C. This is where like those abominations were created. This is where they were like dropped off at just to fizzle out.
Yeah,
because I mean there's a Jurassic Park game, I can't remember the name of it, but the writer of that, he originally wrote the script for Jurassic World, and they took his script and like Frankensteined it and made all three of the movies kind of like that, and took parts of it and didn't credit him at all. But one of those things was like he brought in Site C, and that's like where these abomination creatures were from, as well as like Billy was going to return, and Billy was almost going to be like Owen. Billy was going to something was going to happen, and Billy was going to get surrounded by raptors, but they didn't kill him, and they almost like took him in as their own. And like he weaponized the raptors, and like basically the plot of it is a lot like the first Avatar movie. Like think of Jake being Billy, going back to the island. So I don't know, they took lots of parts of that, and like the mosasaur coming out of the water, that's from that script and that trailer. Kathleen Kennedy took that trailer and was like, all right, we're making this a movie, but we're not doing anything with this guy. So yeah, it's just nice that they're still trying to incorporate those elements though into Rebirth.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean,
it's an interesting one.
The screenwriter who's doing Rebirth did the original, right?
Yeah, David Koepp.
Yeah, Koepp, that's his name. Yeah. So, I think we're in good hands. I do. I'm really excited for it. I really am. I'm not trying to be like, oh, it's gonna be the best like Jurassic Park since like J Park 1, but like like I'm really excited for like I just want a good dinosaur movie, and I love Gareth Edwards like visuals. I think he's a master at capturing in camera stuff.
That's part of what I loved about Dominion, because like the entire like Giga, that like they built like I don't even know how many tons it was, but they built a giant like 60-foot animatronic from like from like the shoulders to the face that moves, that breathes, that blinks, that does everything. And they built the CG model around that. They built it with the rig in it, and then they built it around that.
Oh, and interesting. Okay,
you can see them behind the scenes, like when Ian is having the torch and like throwing it back and forth like this, there's a giant 60-foot half giga in front of him reacting to him. And it's just like, I'm so excited to see how Gareth is going to take that technology and just blow it out of the park with in-camera stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, obviously for J Park 1, they made these massive scale, animatronics too. I mean, look at the T-Rex and that.
Yeah,
on the
Rexy.
This is nuts, dude.
Massive.
It's like the fact they built that thing is just crazy. So yeah, that's really cool, man. I'm really excited for it. I don't. Did you had a theory you want to share about it? I'm curious to hear that one.
So Scarlett Johansson's character, I honestly feel like she either could be the offspring or could be working for Roland Tempo's company.
Oh, really? Okay.
I really feel like we could maybe like he could show up in this movie as like her boss.
How old is the actor now, Roland?
I don't even know if he's still alive. I just they might recast if anything.
He's the hunter, man. He's awesome.
He died in 2011.
What a bummer.
So they probably won't show him on screen, but I guarantee, like, I don't know. I have this feeling that in some way she has a connection to him. It just, I don't like.
I am getting that kind of hunter vibe from her, so sure.
Like she just reminds me a whole lot of his character in JP2. And
yeah,
I can't shake that feeling. More and more I watch stuff of him, like she feels like, she's has some sort of connection to Roland Tempo.
I actually really like his character in the movie. Even I think like they try to make him to be this villain, and yeah, obviously he's hunting them for sport essentially in a way. But he also is like he's a pretty smart hunter, you know what I mean? And we see it like on screen. It doesn't. So in a way, like at the end of the day, he's like not quite the villain like Ingen is. He's complacent.
I just like, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like if they would have ever done a spinoff movie, they could have gave a spinoff movie to Roland's character.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Actually, he gets like stuck on the island or something.
Yeah, like his character. I feel like there's so much more going for him. But yeah, I'm just excited to see like how is this all going to fit into Rebirth?
Yeah, I am too. I think it's gonna be fun. Magic may never be recaptured though. That's very possible, honestly.
I don't think you should even try to try and recapture that magic, but just make it special in its own way. Don't try and one up what came before. That never works, and studios keep trying to do it for some reason.
Yeah, I agree. They have a charm to them. I love when he throws the wood to check for the electric. I love that part. He just chucks the branch at it. Lexi? I'm assuming you're talking about Lexi.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to agree with this. I mean, I don't think it's like there was humor already in these movies that we already talked about, and it's just like, okay. I don't think they're just copying the Marvel humor. I think Kep, who's writing it, wrote the original. Like, he gets it, what it's supposed to be.
And like, I don't know. I feel like the people that always complain about that also too, like they didn't go like. When's the last time they went back and like rewatched the first Jurassic Park movie?
Right.
Like, I don't know. Maybe
watch it. Go watch it.
Like, yeah. Go
I
rewatch.
have the VHS right. Oh yeah. 65 million years in the making.
I
love
still,
this VHS.
I think my grandpa still has the dude, I don't know. I vividly remember the case of JP3 with like the silver and red.
Yep, that one had the silver and red, and Lost World had the little like popping out like raptor, or maybe they used I think it was probably a raptor. It was popping out of the.
Dude, I want to go back and watch. Like, I want to I just watch them. I want to go back and rewatch them right now. Like,
like they're that good. Yeah.
There's something like, I don't know. When I watch a Jurassic Park movie, I feel like I genuinely feel like I'm a little kid again. Like watching it for the first.
Oh, I always feel like that. Like especially the original, the '93. It's just I don't know why, but man, that movie is just like magical to me. The John Williams score, even like the little like yellow and green Ford Explorers. Like, it's so 90s, you know. It's great, man. I love it. I love everything about
even
it.
the like computer effects that they're doing for like
Yeah,
on the island. It's just like, this is so like, I don't know, like this is so like my childhood. Like it's
yeah.
just, yeah.
They're like looking at the picture of the island. It's like rotating. Like, it's like,
It's
okay.
like the very like late or early 90s like CG
Yeah,
render.
computer graphics. Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
funny, man. Love it. Love the fact that they're filming on location. It actually adds to what Jurassic used to be. Agreed. It's a big win.
Yeah, I don't know. Rewatching Fallen Kingdom, like you could tell that like they definitely were somewhere where they were filming, but it doesn't feel like it.
It's just it's nothing. They're not filming anywhere like, I mean, obviously the beginning sequence of Fallen Kingdom, I think they filmed it in Hawaii, and it's that part of the movie is actually okay. The volcano and all that stuff. That part's like actually decent.
It's just when they get to like Northern California, it all
Yeah.
falls apart.
It's just like, this is so uninteresting after they, get into this, like, they're basically in like a warehouse for the rest of the movie. It's like, okay.
Yeah, they're in a garage and basement. Like,
Right. Like, all right, cool. We can move on now. All right, let's talk about Star Wars. Did you see it?
Yeah, I went and saw it on Thursday with my wife.
Very cool. I obviously very much wanted to go. I unfortunately just don't have the patience to sit in a theater at this point in time, due to my leg being severely injured. So I'm not going to make it, but which is a bummer. But I will next time. Oh, you go. You just keep setting up, man. I'm just going to keep talking. Next time there's a Star Wars movie in theater, I saw, Return of the Jedi a couple of years ago when they did the 40th. I'm bummed to miss this one, but I'll see the next one. So
yeah,
didn't get any good popcorn buckets. Did you get anything?
Yeah, I got the cup. Marcus
Nice.
only had cups near us. And I didn't get to see Return of the Jedi in theaters, so seeing Revenge of the Sith in theaters was cool because I saw the Phantom Menace when it came out a couple years ago. I think it was last year, maybe, or 2 years before.
That was when the Acolyte came out. I know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just like it was a cool experience seeing it in theaters. At the same time, I think because I've watched Revenge of the Sith so much, it did do something for me, but it also didn't do anything for me.
Yeah,
in a weird way. It's like I've seen this movie 1,000 times, but it's also cool seeing on this big screen, having like the experience with it now.
Sure.
But at the same time, it's just like, oh, like it's Revenge of the Sith. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
for me, that's interesting you say that because, when I saw Return of the Jedi in theaters, like, I had never seen any of the originals in theaters. I was a prequel kid. I saw my first Star Wars movie in theater was Phantom Menace in '99. I seeing Return of the Jedi in theaters totally changed everything for me, like in terms of like how I view that movie.
that's what I wish it did for me, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I wish I felt more. I don't know. Like I still loved the movie. Like it was great. Like it was a fun and great experience. But
Right.
I thought it was gonna do more for me than it did. If that makes sense.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, that's interesting, and I guess that's why maybe I'm trying to like recapture, but like seeing Return of the Jedi with a group of people who also feel the same way, cheering when like Vader throws the Emperor over the shaft and everything. It's like, I don't know, man. It was like a magical experience, like that I haven't had in years in a theater. Like,
one person clapped when the crawl came on. One person clapped. And I was just like, oh, this is not the theater to be in right now.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer.
I expected the theater, like the people in the theater, to have more of an experience with it.
Yeah,
and I didn't expect people to just be like silent the entire time.
That's kind of crazy because like Star Wars fans, like even I remember like Force Awakens, like opening night, like it was the hype was like insane, I remember, man. Like, it was like people were like, yeah, and like there were lightsabers.
It's Revenge of the Sith. So when the crawl happened and I heard one person do, and then they stopped right away because they didn't hear anyone else clapping. I was just like, yeah, what is going on? Like,
that's interesting. Wow. Yeah. No, that actually, okay, that would, for me, I'd probably feel the same. I'd probably like, oh, I'm just watching a movie. I'd watch it home, like on a big screen. But
yeah, and like
I get it.
It's unfortunate. Like I don't like that. That's how I felt after leaving.
Right. I just wanted the popcorn bucket with Revenge of the Sith painted on it. I don't want Vader helmet, cups, and buckets. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Fortunately, this is the only thing that they had in our theater.
That is so funny. Star Wars Gazer got a popcorn bucket that's like this big, and it's Vader's helmet. It's crazy, man.
I say this like comes apart, so you can like unmask Vader.
Oh, that's kind of cool. That's funny.
But yeah, so it's such a small. I didn't put anything in it. I was like, this is such a small.
Right, like what does that hold? Like 6 ounces of liquid?
Maybe. I don't even think you could fit a full like can in here. Like,
yeah, definitely
like
not.
It's so small.
A celebration. We didn't get a whole lot of announcements. We got a mall show, which could be really cool. I think that's probably the best thing they announced.
Honestly, that's the only thing that excited me. I'm gonna be honest.
I will be honest. The thing that excited me the most, and I was not expecting to be as excited for it, was the Ahsoka season 2 like teaser reel that they showed. I mean, Thrawn is in the war room, dude. Thrawn is like, we're getting Thrawn like against the New Republic.
Like the only thing that like why like I don't feel that much excitement for it is kind of just like I'm like, don't fuck this up, please don't fuck.
Yeah,
this up.
That's a really good point. That's a really good point. Yeah,
it's like when I was seeing the video, I'm like, this could be really fucking cool. But I'm also thinking like, how did the episode 7? How did that like the bombardment? How did that play out?
Right.
Like. I'm kind of just like, I don't want to be burned and I don't want to get my hopes up. So I'm just kind of like loosely staying optimistic. Please don't fuck it up, but also please make it great.
Yeah. Yeah. I do agree with you. If they screw this up, because it's clearly headed in the direction we thought it was headed, right? This is clearly Akbar against Thrawn. We're getting some semblance of Heir to the Empire, just like we thought we would, but there's a big chance that they're going to screw it up. So it's like, I totally agree with you.
Yeah, I honestly, like, I hope it, like, there's no way it doesn't tie into the Mando movie or the Mando movie doesn't tie into it.
Right.
I feel like either the Mando movie or Ahsoka season 2 can end with Thrawn bombing Coruscant.
Yeah. And
that's, if they don't do that at all, I'm even going to be more even like, what the hell are you guys doing?
Yeah, they have to tie in, number one, because they're going to come out back to back. I mean, we're going to get Mando in May, and then we're going to get Ahsoka probably in like November.
Yeah, like with that too, like in the sequels, we know that the New Republic isn't on Coruscant anymore.
Right.
There has to be a reason for it.
Right.
And this would be the perfect reason for it. But if they don't do it, it's also going to be like, well, what are we doing here?
Yeah, and the original trilogy cast has to start playing a role sometime. I do think we're getting Han Solo in the Mando movie. There's a lot of clues kind of leading to that, but I don't know about where's Luke. You know, where the hell is Luke during all this?
We're 10 years past Return of the Jedi, and we've seen Luke twice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it's not gonna cut it. Right. We need more. We need more, especially if they're going to do this whole Thrawn campaign thing against the New Republic. Like, who's the New Republic's most trusted hero?
In their eyes, Senator Ziono. At least that's as of right now, that's the most we're getting. Is
oh my god,
like,
it's Luke, man. It's Luke. It's Luke is the hero of the New Republic.
He should. He should be, but he's not right now. Like he should be.
I know. He's just not there. He's just totally gone.
They're giving Luke Han's deadbeat dad treatment right now. Like,
yeah.
Like seriously, like how do you do that?
I don't know. That's what the crazy part is. Nope, there's no Han Solo and Mando movie. Okay, I need to know how you know that, because there's quite a few context clues.
Yeah, there's also some insiders saying different things too. So
yeah, I'd love to know how you know that for sure, because based on what we know, it sounds very likely that there's going to be a Han Solo cameo.
Yeah, and if there isn't a cameo from anyone in the movie, like leading towards it, it's going to be even more like, yeah. Yeah.
No Luke, no Leia. It's just a blown out of proportion episode of The Mandalorian. That's what they would have you think, obviously. I watched every Jon Favreau interview after Celebration. He would not let even a little thing.
Dave wouldn't either. Dave was way more close-lipped than I've ever seen him be before.
Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't talk about. They would hardly talk about the trailer they showed. Like, it was crazy.
I know. I guarantee you've seen like the interview with Sigourney when Dave's like, "Nope, you can't talk about that."
Yeah,
like they wouldn't even let Sigourney answer like if she's gonna be in the middle, the beginning, the end, how much she's gonna be in it. Like they wouldn't even let her answer that even. So
right.
Yeah.
Right. She couldn't even say she's in the whole movie. She literally couldn't even say that.
like that's crazy. You have Sigourney Weiner cast and you can't even like
say how much she's in it. Yeah. Like, oh, I'm just in it for 10 minutes. Or like, no, like she can't even say that.
Don't give her the holdover treatment.
Oh gosh. I know people who know people in the movie. Okay. That honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, that means nothing because they filmed an entire Luke sequence for Mando season 2 without anybody knowing.
Yeah, they were able to keep that. Same thing with Boba too. Like they were able to keep that.
Oh, the entire Luke and Ahsoka, all that episode was totally under wraps.
Rosario didn't know until she walked on set that day.
Right. So it's totally possible that they went skeleton crew and got some now I don't mean skeleton crew the show. I mean they went with a skeleton crew and filmed some sequences. I think it's not even just possible. I think it's very likely. Favreau has been so secretive with the Mando stuff. And they need to hit a home run at the end of the day. Like I don't care if there's no Han Solo in the movie. I don't care if there's no Luke or Leia, to be honest with you, but like they need a home run. And only certain characters are going to do that for him. I'm sorry, but a Mando movie about him trying to like rescue Rada the Hutt from Imbo is no one gives a shit. And you're not going to talk about Thrawn. You're not going to talk about Pelion, like the New Republic getting hit.
Based off of the shot we have of Rada, I don't even think that's going to be part of it anymore. To be honest, like I genuinely feel like if that is part of it, it doesn't make sense. Just like.
Yeah, like he's a gladiator that's like cheering in the arena, but like they're supposed to save him. Save him from what?
Yeah.
The leaks sound way off. Yeah, the leaks sound way off. Something's off here. Yeah.
Somebody's getting fucking. They're getting told bantha doo-doo. Like they're not. Yeah, they're not getting. Yeah.
Yeah, but unless your friend is Pedro Pascal, they don't know anything about the movie.
Pedro might not even know either. To be
honest. He read all the lines, so that's the reason he would know. So.
He read the lines, but they also could have gave him fake lines.
They got it right. Who are you talking to? Oh, Plo Koon, right?
Yeah, Rosario said that she was going to see Plo Koon on set that day. She was reading the script and it was Plo Koon.
Dude, Katie Sackhoff was in the scene with Luke and she didn't know it was Luke until it aired.
Yeah, because they filmed it separately. Like she
didn't even know until it aired. So like, yes, I think like I've heard the rumors. I've heard that like, oh, it's just a big Mandalorian episode or whatever.
If it does, them being this secretive of it is complete horseshit.
Right. Why be so secretive of it? Why be this return to theaters if there's nothing in nothing in the movie that's actually going to get people excited for what's to come? They have to lead into Ahsoka some way or another because they got to get people hyped for this Thrawn campaign that's going to happen in the Ahsoka show, which is going to come out a few months later. They got to get, so there's got to be some sort of, at least something alluding to Thrawn, right?
How do you not?
Right. And there's got to be something, there's got to be a big scale thing that we want to see. And what do people want to see? They want to see Luke. They want to see, Han. They want to see Leia. I don't think we're going to get all three of them in this movie. I think that'll be Dave's movie. But I think Han Solo's in it. I mean, the Smugglers Run, what they're doing at Galaxy's Edge, tells me all I need to know.
The fact that that's also releasing in May, the same month as the movie. Like,
it comes out the week the movie comes out. That's when they're afraid to give spoilers beforehand.
Yeah, and why do you think that is? Like,
right. So you're going to rebrand the entire Millennium Falcon ride at Disneyland and Disney World to be the Mando movie thing, but you're telling me the Millennium Falcon isn't in the Mando movie? That's not going to add up to the little kids who are riding the ride and are like, what is this?
It's going to make less sense than Galaxy's Edge being a sequel themed.
Yeah, right.
Like, I'm sorry, but that's like, I don't know.
Yeah. He says Ahsoka is all of that. I know Ahsoka is definitely the Thrawn campaign as a whole, but like
You can't do that in 8 episodes.
You have to see, this is a connected universe now. This Mando verse is connected, right? Everything that Dave works on, John is included in. Everything that John works on, Dave helps like write. So you're telling me that they won't tee up Ahsoka to a certain degree just to say, even it could be a throwaway line like, look, the fleet is currently busy dealing with an Imperial warlord. That's why we're hiring you, Din Djarin, to go do this thing for us. It will tee it up to some degree. I don't think Thrawn's going to be in the movie. I really don't.
If he is, it's a post-credit scene.
Yeah, it's like at very end. Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, I'm just more interested to see like how much are we going to get in the Mando movie and how much are they going to save for Ahsoka. But I also don't want them to just like. I'm just scared that like they're gonna try and cram either too much into the movie or too much into Ahsoka, and it's not gonna be fleshed out enough.
Yeah, especially with Dave's movie looming, I kind of know what you mean. Like, there's only so much screen time before we're supposed to get this extreme cinematic conflict.
Yeah, yeah, and then also too, if they go like the Abeloth route, how is that even gonna tie in?
I kind of hope Ahsoka just stays in this other galaxy, just doing her own thing. I think.
Like, we have enough Jedi currently alive. When we should, we don't need we don't need 2 more.
I totally agree. I mean, Ezra's there, Luke's there. I think we still don't know what's happening with Cal Kestis. Like there's a lot that's up in the air in terms of Jedi. We have Grogu, obviously.
And now too, Talon survives Maul's show. Too. That's possible too.
Right, which is very possible, especially if they're going to go the route of trying to retell George's sequels. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of questions. I'm you and I have been kind of like, Star Wars is not killing it lately, and they're not. They're still not killing it, but this is going to make the difference. This movie is going to make or break the next 10 years of Star Wars, in my opinion.
To be honest, this movie's my last straw. It sucks saying that as like a Star Wars YouTuber. Like, this movie is my last straw with Star Wars. If it doesn't work, I'm walking away. Like,
if it's just a Mandalorian episode, like I'm just gonna be like, what are we even doing? What were the 3 seasons of buildup for? Like,
why did we cancel the 4th season then?
Right, just give me a TV show. Like, I don't care. Oh man,
it's also crazy that the first 3 episodes of Andor cost more than the entire budget of Kenobi.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Although I gotta say, it looks gorgeous, man. Oh my god, they. I mean, the set pieces, like the Chandrilla, like set pieces, were crazy.
The 8-minute one take too, like
yeah,
that's massive.
Yeah, it was. I really liked it. I'll be honest with you. I still get why people think, there are certain controversies associated with it that I agree with. I don't think we need certain things.
Yeah, it's not needed
in Star Wars. It's a little much. I don't really care about that being in Star Wars though. I don't care for it. Like, it's like, Andor does not have the mythical wonderment that the originals and the prequels have. It does not. That's a fact, but it does feel like a Game of Thrones style drama about the Rebel Alliance, which is kind of cool in a way.
It is, and also too, like I saw somebody say this. Like, it feels like with Andor, they're trying to make it an HBO show.
Yeah,
without HBO.
Yeah, man, it feels like that for sure. I can agree with that.
And like, it works, but you also like, because you don't have those other elements, don't fill it in with that shit though either. Like,
yeah,
Star Wars is an escape for people. Bringing that shit into it is not making it an escape for people.
Right. Well, I was talking about this with Morgan yesterday. I mean, like there's obviously the Empire is committing atrocities, but like there's a way to do it a lot more tastefully than what we got, and it's just like, the cutting away, which George Lucas was very keen to doing. Anakin ignites the Skywalker, or Anakin ignites the lightsaber on the children. Cut away. Maybe the Imperial officer touches her hand, and then obviously he says his line about needing to relax, and we cut away. But then we cut back, and she's hitting him over the head or whatever.
You and Morgan explained what it should have been perfectly.
Yeah,
literally perfectly what they should have done.
Yeah, a lot of people would not be as outraged right now if they did something like that.
In a weird way, I'm kind of just like, well, they introduced sex in the first season, so like it's not far-fetched that they went this route, but they also shouldn't have gone that route.
It just didn't even need to go as far as it went. That's all, in my opinion. I'm not really going to talk about Starfighter because I have nothing to say about it. It takes place 5 years after the sequels, and I'm like, we know nothing about it besides that there's a 15-year-old boy and Ryan Gosling is the kid's uncle.
That's literally all we know.
Yeah. And it's like, okay.
Like that's
I have no hype for that movie, and it's shocking to me that that's going to be the movie they release on the 50th anniversary. That we should be getting Dave's movie on the 50th anniversary.
Yeah, Heir to the Empire should be that 50th.
Right.
Yeah.
It blows my mind. But all right, man, I got to get out of here because my leg is killing me and I got to get it up. So it was a good chat. I'm glad we got to talk about Predator and Jurassic World, and I'm excited for all the movies coming out this year for sure. Even Avatar, dude. We didn't talk about that at all. But we got an Avatar movie.
We didn't talk about Tron and Ares either. Like
Tron too in October. Holy shit. Yeah. Well, we'll do another stream. We'll chat about those. They get a little closer for sure.
It's gonna be a great year.
Yeah, I think so. All right, man. Good talking to you as always.
Yeah, of course.
See y'all later. Thanks for tuning in.
This is
have a good one.